Have you ever noticed how easy it is to tie your worth to being chosen? I recently started reading Single on Purpose by John Kim, and one of the first things that stood out to me was the idea that many of us spend so much time trying to prove that we're lovable, desirable, and worthy. And if we're honest, when we don't feel chosen, it's easy to start questioning our value. But what if our worth was never meant to come from another person choosing us? One of the biggest takeaways for me so far is that this book isn't really about being single. It's about becoming whole because many of us lose pieces of ourselves in relationships, not just romantic relationships, friendships, family dynamics, work environments, any place where we start shrinking ourselves to fit comfortably around others. And that's what immediately made me think about a line from my song. I was tired of shrinking my light just to make the room feel safe. How many times have we made ourselves smaller just to be accepted? How many times have we hidden our gifts, our voice, or our dreams because we didn't want to be seen as too much? Another lesson that really challenged me was the difference between feeling lonely and making loneliness part of your identity. There's a huge difference between saying, I feel lonely, and saying, I am lonely. One is a feeling, the other becomes a belief. And when loneliness becomes part of your identity, you start living from fear instead of purpose. As a woman of faith, this reminded me that my identity isn't rooted in my relationship status. It's rooted in who God says I am. Relationships can be a beautiful part of life, but they were never meant to become our entire life. God has given each of us purpose, gifts, passions, and assignments that exist whether we're single, dating, married, or somewhere in between. So, my question for you is this: have you ever tied your worth to being chosen by someone else? And what changed when you finally started choosing yourself? If this resonates with you, I'd love for you to join the conversation in the comments. And if you're enjoying this journey through Single on Purpose, be sure to like, subscribe, and share.